have European passports. It's actually a quite expensive thing, you know, and it's like a huge privilege. Well, there is a stereotype that we've been dancing naked against the God in the church. This December, Supreme Court of Russia named Pussy Riot as extremist organization.
So, Masha, Alina, and myself, Pussy Riot rioters. Love you. Thank you so much.
Basically, you can break this shit with just simple showing people. You show the video that was in the church, so they're close, not naked, with hats. So the song was not against the God, but against Putin, and using the church for his promotion. There were a lot of jokes there in the song, and then there were 2 years in prison. So you start with that, and you just show one by one these actions and kind of reasons why we did them, and quite often people just change their mind. We'll see tonight a Right Day show, which contains 7 people, so it's 4 people on the stage, 2 people behind on the stage, and 1 more person. It's much more of us, but it's not possible to count, and I don't think it's right to count. It started 12 years ago, 14 years ago, as a small group, anonymous activists from Moscow, but it became more like a movement, and people who originally started that doing different things, and we have one goal: fight with dictatorship, not only Putin's, but mostly Putin's dictatorship, because it's, for us, personal war. We do still street actions, political shows, music, whatever methods is useful and cool, we do it. Well, there is a stereotype that we've been dancing naked against the God in the church, but basically you can break this shit with just simple showing people. You show the video that was in the church, so they're close, not naked, with hats. So the song was not against the God, but against Putin, and using the church for his promotion. There were a lot of jokes there in the song, and then there were 2 years in prison. So you start with that, and you just show one by one these actions and kind of reasons why we did them, and quite often people just change their mind. Story of us and our country for the last 10 years through my eyes, because I kind of did actions and received consequences. So basically it's from first Pussy Riot actions, my time in prison, some key events of Russian modern history, like annexation of Crimea, war in Ukraine, murder of Alexei Navalny, persecution of LGBTQ+.
У нас возникла идея снять фильм о революции. Призывать к революции нужно с большого экрана. Мы объехали за неделю 20 студий. Мы хотим сделать фильм о революции.
А какой такой революция?
О русской революции.
Какая же у вас революция 1917 года?
Нет, а той, которая сейчас.
Вашу историю мы купим, если вы ее продаете.
А как же революция?
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 First, we are not extremist, and second, we are not organization. It's more like disorganization, for my opinion. Yeah, we want to show what is really going on in our country, because I think it's kind of weird situation when in the global world with internet, people are completely disconnected from each other. Because of the news are like we receive a lot of information, and it's kind of hard to feel an empathy, I think, towards all of that. So people quite often lose what is very nearby. And this war, which Putin started against Ukraine, is definitely our personal issue, and it affected our lives and changed our lives, as well as changed the lives of millions of Ukrainians. But still, it's not some conflict in the eastern part of Europe. People here do not understand that Putin needs this war, and he needs to win this war in the front of everyone. So he's forcing so-called negotiations and signatures for so-called peace being legal with involvement of Western leaders. And this is dangerous, because if this will happen, it means that other countries will be occupied. And it's countries first, it's Baltic countries, who used to be Soviet Union republics and been occupied by Soviet Union as well. Potentially it can be Germany as well. I mean, people here don't understand that, yes, there are bombs and tanks in Ukrainian territory, but Putin's regime affects your countries as well. So by, as they call it, soft power, but it's actually not soft power, it's pure invasion, by putting to the chairs of like parliament loyal to them politicians, it's an invasion. Also, the growing level of Russian propaganda is like crazy.
Наказание должно быть таким, чтобы повторять подобное было страшно.
Подсудимые обвиняются в хулиганстве, совершенном по мотивам религиозной ненависти и вражды.
Я не признаю вины.
Welcome to hell, говорит пресс-секретарь суда. Прокурор запрашивает по 3 года колонии для каждой. Welcome to hell! Приговор 17 августа 2012 года.
I'm not in the country for 4 years, for 4 fucking years. And they changed the country. After the murder of Alexei Navalny, it's quite clear that everyone can be killed at any moment. So people know it and feel it. And you will never hear kind of the truth. Plus, many people, they manage to like disinform many people. So it's, again, it's quite dangerous for the West. Bucha nightmare, yes, happened in Ukrainian territory, but it can happen anywhere. Russian soldiers sign the contracts for this war because they are living under the level of poverty, or they've been grabbed by force and mobilized, as they call it, and sent to these territories. So they see something which they don't have, and they take it.
Уголовное преступление.
Призыв к санкциям против России.
I live now and help Ukraine as much as we can, because this, again, this is personal war, and I go to Ukraine quite often, and I wish these people to win. I mean, not to lose and to survive.